Facade Templari.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of another Brood War replay, but it is Flash. He is back. He has qualified for ASL 21. I could not be happier about it, man. He has missed so many ASLs due to injury, and he feels good. He looks good. He qualified, and he's up against SHUTTLE today on the bottom right of Ringing Bloom. Bottom left, Flash. He's here. He's back. This is going to be his final ASL, but I want to see him do well, man. I want to see him get to at least the semifinals. Right? Right? I think that's fair expectations, and if he surprises me and gets to the finals and wins, then I will be all the happier. We've got light watching, because who doesn't want to watch a PBT featuring Flash and SHUTTLE from 2026? Who? I do. You do. You clicked on this. All right. So who the heck is Carrillo? I feel like I recognize that Smurf name, but not enough to know who that is. So it's Ringing Bloom. Again, the map pool is super Terran favored, man. There are, I want to say 14 or 15 Terrans that qualified for ASL 21. Ugh. All right, so these are Overmind Cocoons. You can put a creep colony on this patch. Excuse me, this patch of creep. That's kind of redundant, isn't it? And make a sunken. I've seen that before in a game that I've cast. It was incredible stuff. But there are no Zergs here, so no chance of that. Ringing Bloom is a very, very weird map. Let's go ahead and get rid of Light and Carrillo's vision here. And then let's go ahead and reveal the entire map so we can look at it real fast. We have a center base here with 2 gas and minerals, man. We got 2,000 minerals, or 2,000 gas in those Vespine geysers. This is your main, this is your natural base. This is your main base. It's very safe, right? You have an expansion out here as well that is super hard to wall off. So against Zerg, I feel like this is a place to expand first. But, you know, against Protoss, expanding out here maybe? Nope, expanding out here. So this is CC first. Is this Flash going CC first on a 4-player map against SHUTTLE? It is, and it's a Nexus first. Nexus first versus Command Center first. There's the gateway coming up after the expansion. Holy smokes. What are we talking about here, folks? What are we trying to do? We're trying to macros what we're trying to do. So 4-player map. We got expansions at the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. And that's about it. I think we've seen every base on the map here. It is wide open, good for surrounds, for a Protoss player against somebody, oh, I don't know, who's making a lot of tanks. Why are these rechecked? Why? Huh? Hang on. So this is Carrillo Jum 2, which is SHUTTLE, but Carrillo, is that simply a clan name? Carrillo? Is that, like, I recognize the name, but not what it is. Maybe that's because it's a clan name. Anyway, man, it's Flash. He's going to dismantle SHUTTLE here. I don't know. SHUTTLE's looking good for his old age. Flash is looking good for his old age, and the old age is just a term, right? It's just a relative term in esports. Like, you turn 30, and in esports, you're an old guy. But everywhere else, it's like, still got your life ahead of you, right? Average age expectancy is like 76 years old in America, anyway. Even higher in the Scandinavian countries, and maybe in Canada as well. So anyway, we got ourselves a Marine being produced. We got ourselves a do we have a factory coming in? We do have gas. Saving up for the gas for 100 gas for the factory, and there it is. So hard walling with supply depots and a barracks. We are oversupplied, but that's okay. Being safe from an early zealot here, but it's a command center first versus a nexus first, which means there is no zealot. No zealot coming across the map here. There is a dragoon being produced in this gateway. So Probe says, what's going on? The Marine says, get out of here, Probe. I hardwalled. I've got a Marine. I got a bunker here as well. Yeah, that's right. You know what's going on inside that base, don't ya? Don't you? You know if I have expanded, because it's an easy base to take. So again, Zergs like to take this base, and then this maybe for a 3rd base, because, you know, just easy to defend. If you take this early, you can kind of wall off this. I've seen players wall off this, so we can get 3 bases with 1 entrance, just with hatcheries and sunkens and stuff. Fun map. I don't have enough replays on Ringing Bloom, so thanks to RJB for sending this to me. Check him out. I don't think he is currently posting replays, but go subscribe to him anyway at youtube.com/@RJB_TV. You can subscribe here as well. I'm trying to get to 70,000 subs. It's slow going, folks, but we're getting there. We're making progress. That's what this world is all about, is making progress, isn't it? Robotics facility, nice. Observatory. Are we going to go for shuttle and Reaver first before observatory? Let's see what the next building is going to be here. I think it's going to be just an observatory, playing it safe. against Flash is a good thing, in my opinion, anyway. And Observatory. Okay. So Observatory, and then I think we're going to go ahead and see a Robotic Support Bay as the follow-up because, man, Reaver openings in PvT are so good. We can scout with the Reaver. We can kill SCVs with the Reaver. I feel like that's the primary objective, and scouting is maybe a secondary, but that's what came to mind first. Anyway, oh, there it is. Robotic Support Bay. Fair. Check it out, man. I think that was coming in first before the Observatory. Yo! Okay, so it's going to be Reavers first. Production tabs showed that to my viewers, but I was not looking there, so I was wrong. There's the shuttle. There's the Reaver coming in at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Dragoons protecting, but this is a turtled up Terran if ever I have seen one, man. Just making Goliaths. Getting that Charon boost. He knows. He knows Shuttle. Loves his shuttles, because his name is Shuttle. Academy down. We've got comsats on the way. Scanners. We've got a third base up the right side. Interesting. Not taking this one. Not taking this expansion, but this expansion for the third. It's a little bit easier to protect. Right, narrow bridge, narrow choke. I like that from our guy. And a Dragoon just making sure there's not a weird command center in the middle of the map at 6 minutes. I feel like that's something a crazy person would do. Shuttle, did somebody do that to you? Did a Terran take a command center in the middle at 6 minutes and you didn't find it and then you lost? That would be an incredible game. So, Charon boost on the way. We've got siege mode on the way here too. We've got an observer coming in. Do we see the shimmer? Flash, we do. We see the shimmer. No, we do not, because there'd be a scan and a kill of that observer. I think there it is. We're following it and sniping it, but that was an excellent scout, right? We saw the starport on the way. We saw the 2 factories. We saw the academy. We saw the armory. We saw the Goliaths. We saw the siege tanks. That's it. That's all we need to know. It's not some weird multi-racks attack coming, which would be bad against the Reaver. That is already on the map here. This pylon is for scouting for drops, and there's a Reaver there. Where's the other Reaver? Here it is. Here's the Reaver. I don't feel like Flash is planning on moving out anytime soon. Oh, there's a third racks. Scanning, seeing, there's an expansion. There's Reaver tech. Okay, cool. Now I know what Shuttle is doing like we do. Here in the audience, third nexus, warping in, and we got a speed shuttle. Zoom, 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 zoom. Double expanding. Oh, expanding here and expanding here simultaneously. I like it. Aggressive expanding is helpful against a Terran player, especially one as good as Flash is. Got speed for vultures on the way. We do have a turret. There we go, chasing away the shuttle. We have a second turret here as well. We've got a siege tank, partially protecting the main, partially protecting the natural. I like that positioning. And taking down the Overmind cocoons. I guess. I don't know why we're taking down the Overmind cocoons, but hey. Just testing out these guns on an Overmind cocoon, making sure they work, and by golly, they do. Probe up here. We're going to take a 5th base up at the top right, as far away from Flash as possible. I think we are. I think we are. Hang on a second. Again, scouting for ninjas. But I think we have an intent to expand by that probe. Spider Mines. The third upgrade available at the machine shop is on the way, and that's going to be it from the machine shop. Got a photon cannon inside the natural base in case of vulture drops, in case of, I don't know, like weird wraith harass. Whatever. Cannons can protect against anything like that. Dragoons here as well to defend against any kind of a drop. But there are no dropships. We have science vessels available here, but no sign of a control tower on that starport. Third CC. Constructed inside the base, and this is a passive opening from Flash. Shuttle's like, you're being passive, man. What's going on? Maybe working yourself back into shape, maybe working yourself into ASL shape, Kabam! Alright, Flash. Bunker in the natural base. Again, people are super paranoid about drops in PvP, as always, and they are right to be paranoid. So, ba-bam. Reaver attack into unsieged siege tanks. I love it. Tank down and then force a siege up, slowing down the tanks. Even if they're just trying to protect for this third base, you slow them down from getting there, and that is good. Slowing down tanks, a good thing to do. No sign of an expansion here. Maybe a cannon to protect against vultures sniping down your expansion. Again, you are far away from Flash, but also far away from any reinforcements to that top right side. Clearing creep. Nope. Clearing spider mines, but pretty much the same thing. Yes, I do cast StarCraft too. Clearing creep is a good thing to do. And also clearing Spider-Man, kind of the same thing. There is a parallel there. Check out my StarCraft 2 channel if you want as well. Just youtube.com/@FalconPaladinSC2. Not a lot of views out there recently, but that's okay. So, what is this? Just kind of sitting up, being like, what's up? We got Dragoons, we got Reavers. You want to push out? Flash is like, I don't know, 3-basing Terran's kind of awesome. Got 3 gas here. Again, looking for drops with Pylon, looking for something with this probe, and there we go. Hard walling. Wow, with Pylons and a cannon. He does not want Vultures getting up here at all. Reaver shot! Getting a shot there. Losing a Reaver in the process. Probably okay. Take that, Spider Mines. Nobody likes you. I'm a Reaver. Observer parked right here so he knows what comes out of the main base. How many Vultures? How many Siege Tanks? How many Goliaths? Kaderan Amulets on the way. He scans again just to see what's going on out here. Map control is belonging to the Protoss here. What's he doing? What's Shuttle up to? Finally, control tower for Flash. Science vessels, EMPs, D-Matrix maybe. Maybe a little Irradiate on High Templar. We don't see that very much, but it's pretty viable. As but guess what? High Templar are on the way because of course they are. Because no matter what your opponent is doing, Storm is the answer to it. If the game gets to like the 10-minute mark, Psystorm's going to be good. Best spell in the game, hands down. Other very good spells. Darkswarm, very good. Plague, very good. Irradiate, very good. But by golly, if Storm is not the best upgrade in the history of the StarCraft Brood War. Now, 3 shuttles coming down. Zealots, Zealots, High Templar, Zealots, Reaver. Full pull! SCVs out of there. Okay, unloading wherever you can. Bunker getting sniped down. No repair on the bunker. Pretty good, too. Responding Vultures are willing to die for Reaver shots because that means you're not actually getting Reaver shots on other stuff that's more expensive. It's fine. Bunker does die. Storm available. Storm in the ramp a little bit. Storm in these SCVs is great. SCVs coming back in. Oh, no. Are we out of energy? We're probably out of energy on that High Templar. Or Storm again. Coming back in here. Storm available. Get him. No. Shuttle. Shuttle. There was a stacked up group of SCVs there. You had like 85 energy. You could have stormed it. No. Okay, this makes you feel better, right? Protoss players who are watching this. Oh, when I try to storm drop, sometimes I don't notice that I have a storm available until the storm and a Vulture kills me too. Charging into the 3rd base, though. It's time for Shuttle to make his presence known in a more frontal assault way. Storming the tanks. Good split on most of these tanks here. One Storm not able to kill many of them at the same time, which is kind of how you want to play this. Flash is good at the game. Who knew? This is as passive as I've seen a Flash game in a long time. But yeah, if you can get easy 3 bases, it's no wonder it's a favored Terran map. So here we go. Top right, looking good. 65 probes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. 3 bases for the Terran. We're back. Reaver, no damage. Oh, that's a big chunk of SCVs. That was 3 or 4 of them there. 65 probes. 59 SCVs. A worker advantage is going to be a huge deal. Huge deal at a game like this. 10 Zealots at a time. We've got a 4th CC being built inside the 3rd, and this is just, I don't know, this is pretty chill for the Protoss, I gotta say. Shuttle's feeling wonderful. Not once has he been pushed by tanks. Not once has he been dropped by Vultures. Not once has he had to keep his dudes alive against Siege Tank shots on his side of the map. He's kept Flash contained here pretty intensely. And here we go again. Shuttle says, we got 1 shuttle. Not really going crazy shuttles. I don't know. I don't like it. I kind of feel like, there you go. Zealot bombing as much as you can. Unseat Siege Tank's doing a lot of work there too for Flash. Once again, gotta fall back. Killed some tanks. Great. Looks good on you killing some tanks. Hats off. Wants that one. Wants this one too. Not gonna get it. Not gonna get it. 141 to 118 supply. 120 supply. Flash down. Man, I mean, he could expand here. He's got a probe. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about expanding there. That would be pretty rad. Archon's in production. +2/+1 for the Zealots. I love that upgrade at 14 minutes. +2/+1 for the Terran. Pretty good, too. Working on +3. Awesome. Protoss not working on +3. That's fine. EMP coming in. EMP more helpful if there are Arbiters to EMP, and less helpful against this kind of thing. But EMPing a giant ball of Zealots makes them a lot easier to handle because, by golly, Zealots are a problem. Problem for Terran to deal with. So, this did not see any drops. This pylon did not notice any drops coming. But they will notice there's a command center probably coming this way, and Shuttle says, by golly, let's shut that down. Not really enough Terran to prevent that from happening. 2 tanks is not a lot. Can he come across this bridge? Archon doesn't trigger spider mines. He's a great spider mine clearer. I don't know. Do you want to lead the charge across this bridge? I don't think so. No. Oh, man. Shuttle, take the middle. Do it. Do it. Take the middle. It'd be so great. 62 SCVs, 66 probes. Continuing to scan. Sees what's out here. Great. Good job scanning. Any carriers? No. More shuttles? Sure. There we go. Now taking this Nexus. So Shuttle going to, gosh darn, 6 bases at 15 minutes. Woof. I don't know. I'm taking it back. Maybe this isn't a Terran-favored base. You could just get 6 bases of Protoss like this. Yeah, I like the supply depots. Helping to wall off against Zealot attacks. Psy Storms coming in. Shuttle's getting sniped out, but that's what they're supposed to do. Didn't really EMP these High Templar as much, did we? It's a lot of Storms getting tossed down here. That guy's very close to another Storm. Can he get it? He's going to fall back and try to get the energy for another Storm, but he's not falling far enough back, and he's very slow about falling back. I'm worried about him, but perhaps he's okay. Look at that. He's going to get enough energy for another Storm. Awesome. He will get enough. Wunderbar. Dude, another base. Shuttle's like, you have not left your half of the map today. But if the Terran can take half of the map, he'll win. That is the paradox here. You're pretty happy if the Terran stays on his side of the map, but eventually, if he takes half the map and you take half the map, you're very sad. And you just die, especially if it's Flash. Armor upgrades coming in for the mech. Man, 3-2 already on the mech is amazing. 2-1 for the Protoss. Starting that +3 now, but he's behind, but it doesn't really matter too much. Doesn't really help you kill tanks much faster to have +3 over +2. Actually, someone's done the math on this, I bet. Right? Someone's done the math on this and said, hey, does +3 really help you? Does it really help you kill tanks or vultures faster? Or Goliaths? I don't know, because I don't know. But pros do it enough that I imagine it helps on some level. Triple turret. Ooh, almost lost it. 6 hit points on that. Shuttle is very close to death. Shuttle down in supply to the Terran. Not where you want to be. Flash's macro looking fantastic. Ooh, hallucinations on the way. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, tap that like button if you're enjoying this, by the way. Flash is just monstering his way to a maxed out army. Shuttle's got half the map. What is... Oh, okay. Like, yeah, there's attacking happening. It's up here. Yeah, tap the like button. If you're on mobile, you can hype the video too. Did you know that? Mobile YouTube. If you like it, it should swap over to a new option that says hype the video for like 2,000 points. I don't know. I just do that when I'm at the gym watching smaller content creators. It doesn't work for giant videos. If somebody already has like 100,000 views, YouTube's like, meh. Doesn't need the hype. But let's hype our smaller content creators, which I think is kind of a fun idea. Yeah, Flash is just, you know, making sure it's a little bit hard for Shuttle to take a new base by threatening the northern side of the map. Spider mining so hard. So many tanks. Like, no one else plays TVP like Flash does, man. He just has so many vultures. I see Terrans in TVPs where they have like 6 or 7 vultures. He got like 20. Just really, really active with those guys. I don't think Shuttle wants to expand down here. This is probably his best bet. He's got a probe up there. He's ready to go. He has enough money for it. And then trying to come across this bridge. No, we talked about the bridge being defensive over here. It's the same thing on the other side. Goes both ways. 4 shuttles flying into this left side base, unloading Zealots. D-Matrix getting up on one of these tanks. Psy Storm and the SCVs as they flee. 54 SCVs remain. About 10 of them died in that battle. And Flash holds on to the base. That's the big deal here. Also, Vulture's getting on in. A few probes are going to die here, too. Down to 56 probes. So 56 to 55 workers. This PVT, man. This Ringing Bloom PVT in 2026, featuring Flash, featuring Shuttle. Holy smokes. This is a good game. Psy Storm, always good. Anything EMP, they look at it and they go, not really. The Knight Templar is going to die anyway. EMPing like 5 Dragoons that already have a lot of damage is not really going to pay off that well either. So, oh, Flash is taking the middle. Flash is taking the middle. Alert, 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 alert. Protoss, you can't let this happen. You cannot let the Terran take the middle. There are 2 gas geysers here. There is minerals, not a lot. 1,000 per patch. And again, 2,000 gas per gas. But 2 gases means income is fast. Fast, fast, fast. You can't let this happen, but it's too late. It's been entrenched. It's got 1,000 plus 3 tanks at it. Shuttle's like, what do I, how do I stop this? A lot of Zealot bombs that do pretty well here. There's not a lot of anti-air. There's a Goliath in this group. But he recognizes all the shuttles died. It takes a while to replace those. For example, when you only have 1 robo, which the man only has 1 robo. Unless he's built one somewhere else, which it appears he definitely has not. 12 o'clock base coming in. More scans, more scans. Just trying to see troop movements. Okay, 2 shuttles. Trying to Zealot bomb top side. 1 tank dies. I don't know. I think you have to do it. You can't. This is every Protoss's nightmare. Wait a second. Flash took the middle. On what map? It doesn't matter. It's already hard enough to beat this guy, but then he's got... Alright. Well, Shuttle is doing great. Shuttle still has 1,000 bases and 60 probes and a bunch of money. But it just feels like Flash is just growing and growing and getting bigger and better upgrades and better income and developing a better bank. And I mean, he's not now, but he's going to be in a second here. Seriously. Yeah, and I don't know. Like, he tries poking in this way, falls back. Tries poking in this way. Good storm, good engagement. Dragoon count is just not enough here. That's another fallback. High Templar getting targeted. Storming on the Vultures is always nice. Yeah, Protoss got a fallback. That's what we're doing right now. Flash spent the first 20 minutes being like, I'm just taking my territory, covering my spots, and defending against you. But guess who the aggressor is now at 22 minutes, Shuttle? It's me. I'm here. Now I'm going to siege up your bases. Oh, this is tough. Shuttle. I feel for you. I do. It's got to be so frustrating to feel just so free, right? You just were free to take 7 bases, and your Reaver dropped, and you killed so many SCVs with Storm, and it was great. And Flash is just like, I'm here with 62 SCVs and a maxed out army of mech, and I just don't think you have enough to shut me down. This is a good attack, good Storm. It's fine, it's good, but not enough. Simply not enough. Storm on the Science Vessels. They look at the split. Splits them out of there. Good golly. And re-sieges, and this base is going to die. This is why you have so many bases. You're probably going to lose one. Flash takes top left corner, and this might be all he needs. Center base, which is under assault once again. I don't know. Simply don't know if there's enough. The SCVs are pulling, so I think Flash is worried about this getting overrun. Isn't enough to kill the CC. That's kind of the goal here, isn't it? Like killing some vultures. Oh, the SCVs are coming back. Get them. No, 16 energy on High Templar. Not enough. Yeah, so this base is dead. And Shuttle says, I must avenge dead Nexus. Brrr. He does fine. But not enough, right? Just simply not enough. The attack on this, not enough. The defense of this, not enough. This base gets wiped out by just a couple tanks wandering over this way. 62 drones. Zealots only. No High Templar on this, with Flash is just very happy to hear. Wait, really? No High Templar on that? Cool. I mean, Zealots are going to be annoying, but not nearly as scary as, you know, a little Psystorm or a Reaver in one of those shuttles. We all know that. So, loses 2 bases. Shuttle does. Got to replace them. He's got the money to retake this one, but is it worth it? Yeah. There's like maybe 6,000 resources there, 2,000 gas. Definitely worth it to take. So remax it on Zealots and Dragoons. Back up to maxed out. Flash at 182 supply. Does not have the money to fully max out here. But still mining here. Still mining here. We're never at a point where Flash is like, man, these bases are old. He's running out. What can he possibly do to win this? The answer is a lot. But also, in some situations, maybe not enough. It was another Terran player, but for Flash it is. Storming an SCV building a turret is fun. Hey, look, another drop. Is this one only Zealots? Let's find out together. Zealot 1. High Templar dies immediately. High Templar dies immediately. Wow. That drop got nothing done. Nothing done. I don't think it killed a single unit. Flash is ready to go back on the rampage, everyone. I don't know if I've seen a game where the Protoss felt so gosh darn comfortable. And then all of a sudden it flipped and he was in just a nightmare situation. I mean, this is a good attack into the middle here, but once again, if you don't kill the CC and you lose everything you got, it's almost like, did it even happen? No, I'm going to answer that for you. If you didn't kill the CC and you didn't kill a ton of SCVs, you didn't because Flash is at 68 SCVs, it didn't even happen. The attack was a complete loss, a complete failure. Flash is expanding again. The shuttle's kind of scary, but we know it's empty and Flash knows it's empty. And every base on the map has been taken except for this one. 6 o'clock, which both players have presences at. So yeah, man, Flash fans, tap that like button, subscribe to the channel. Support me by clicking the join button down below to become a channel member out here if you don't feel like supporting on patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. Which is where I prefer, just because I'm on an old grandfathered plan, which means they take about 0.01% of your donation every month. He's EMPing the Nexus, so it dies easier to unsiege tank. Oh, this is just flexing here. This is flexing, not even sieging the tanks. Not even sieging the tanks. Everybody dies. Yeah, shuttles trying to just go somewhere and kill something, but it's not happening. Flash is maxed out. Yeah, Nexus sniped. This is... Like, I can unload a High Templar here. It'll die immediately. We already saw that. We did already see that, didn't we? But anyway, yeah, YouTube takes about 30% of your donation if you're a channel member, but Patreon takes like 0.01% of your donation every month. So I prefer that. But man, if you can support me on YouTube, that's awesome as well. Good, Storm. Good. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Like 5 SCVs died, maybe 6 of them. Not bad. Shuttle trying to get back in this game, feeling okay. Maxed out himself, doesn't have any kind of a bank, cannot engage into this many tanks. Where are the shuttles? Where are the arbiters? The problem is EMPs here. Once EMPs out, arbiters lose almost all utility. Okay, there's still a High Templar in that shuttle. That's a little bit scary, but there are vultures right on top of that guy. Trying to retake this base, maybe shuttle. Storm it. Not enough energy to storm. Why did you unload it? I don't know. And here we go again. Once Flash took the center, did you think anyone was going to take it from him? I didn't. And it's not happening. He's throwing away so many Dragoons and so many High Templar in an effort to murder this middle base. And once again, he's got to fall back. Once again, he can't do it. Once again, he's spent more trying to kill the middle base. And trying to expand here or re-expand here is just done. He's getting out-expanded by Flash. It kills you every time. Flash is feeling good. I was saying this. Flash didn't play in the last couple of ASLs because he didn't feel good. He was injured. His wrist hurt. It didn't make sense. He was not at peak performance. But the fact that he's competing in ASL 21 tells me he's feeling good. It tells me he's feeling ready for this. All right. Yeah, that's it. Shuttle's dead. Flash is in peak form. Oh my goodness, he's in peak form here. I mean, Shuttle's not exactly snow or rain or anything right now, but he's got the resume. He's got the skills. He just does not have enough of either of that today. You know, Storm's good, but when all you have is Storm to defend a base, it's really not enough a lot of the time. You want cannons. And that's it. GG. Shuttle taps out in 29 minutes and 45 seconds. That's what we're talking about. Oh, man. That's what we're talking about. That is a fantastic, fantastic display from Flash, who I was kind of worried about. He was on 3 bases and Shuttle was on like 6. And I said, oh, no. And then as soon as this landed and there were 17 tanks surrounding it, I said, okay, we're good. We're good. I stopped worrying. I stopped worrying about Flash. He's expanding here too, because of course he is. Because yeah, 2 gases here, tons of minerals available. It's an extra base with double gas. That's the kind of thing you can't let Flash have. That's the advantage you can't let Flash have. And I don't know how you stop it. I guess you position your army here and you try to engage before the tanks are all sieged up in the position and shut it down early, but that is a hard thing to ask. It's Flash we're talking about. He's got enough vultures to kill every one of your zealots and your High Templar. He's got enough tanks to retake the Soviet Union in World War II, which nobody had enough tanks to do that, but he does. And that's a GG. Whew! Yeah, weather the early storm by Shuttle. Got the win. 281,000 points to 261,000 points there in favor of, who guessed, Flash. Outproduced and outkilled Shuttle today. Structures raised 108 to 108 to 96. Well, constructed and then raised 21 to 17. And the outspend by Shuttle in 30 minutes is just not enough. It just simply isn't enough. It's about 11,000 resources. It needs to be closer to 13, 14, 15. If you're going to do it, especially against Flash, the cost efficiency is going to be through the roof. So that, guess what, is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered here on a Saturday. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Yeah.